hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean, yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is New Year's Eve. It is Tuesday, December 31st, and that means that the end of December is today, and that tomorrow will not only have a new month but a brand new year. So I thought this would be the perfect video to have go live on the very first day of 2020, and it is a video that I have had highly requested. This is probably one of my most requested videos, I would say, and that is how much debt I have paid off in 2019. So I wanted to do a quick little backstory for those that are a little bit newer. So I have been budgeting since November of 2018, so just barely over a year, and obviously for this video's sake I'm going to calculate January through December of 2019, but in it was June, July, and August of 2019, I actually took a break from everything, from budgeting, from Etsy, from YouTube, and that is because my mom was in a really serious car accident in May, and it took me out of work for quite a number of days. So I took a lot of time unpaid from work as she was in the hospital for a couple of months, and so I went and stayed with her as much as I possibly could, and it was just way too much to handle, still continuing with Etsy and YouTube and to keep up with budgeting. So not that I'm trying to make an excuse, but that is literally the biggest regret that I have from 2019 in my financial goals, was putting my debt and budgeting and everything on the back burner for those 3 months, and you'll see why when I get to them. But I just wanted to give a little bit of backstory before I start with this, because when we get to those 3 months, I actually ended up going into more debt than I had to begin with, and it was just not a great time in my life. So that's the story with that. But I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So what I'm going to do is I have all my months listed out here, and again, this is just for January, or for 2019. I'm going to tell you guys the number of accounts that I had in every single month, and these are just debt accounts, so that way you can see how many debt accounts I started out with at the beginning of the year, and then when we get to the end of the year, how many debt accounts I'm left with. And then I'm going to write out the debt totals that I had going into every single month, and then again at the end we will calculate the total amount of debt that was paid off in 2019. So I obviously had to sit down and figure out my numbers before doing this video, so I actually kind of knew what I was talking about. But prior to that, I actually had not sat down and really looked at how much debt I paid off for the entire year, especially with that 3-month period when I stopped and was put into more debt from my own choices. I hadn't really sat down and calculated how much debt I actually had during that time, how much more debt I put myself in, and then, you know, how I came out of it. So it was kind of exciting for me to sit down and look at the numbers too. So we are going to go ahead and get started here, and obviously we're going to start with January. So in January of 2019, so almost a year ago, I came into the new year with 12 different debt accounts. And actually, I can show you guys, if I can find it relatively quickly, I can show you guys my actual debt accounts during that time. Here they are. So this is all 12 of my debt accounts. I'm just going to read through these super quick. So I had One Main, PayPal, Kohl's, Nebraska Furniture Mart, Lend Up, Credit One, PayPal Credit. This was a MasterCard. This was PayPal Credit. Walmart, Merrick, Western Federal, which was a personal loan, Capital One, and then my car loan. So 2 of these were personal loans, One Main and Western Federal, and then obviously Kohl's is a department credit card, same with Nebraska Furniture Mart, and same with Walmart. And then the other credits I had was PayPal, Lend Up, Credit One, PayPal Credit, Merrick, and Capital One. So those were all of the debt accounts that I had going into January 2019. So that's a lot. Okay, back to what we were going on here. So we had 12 accounts that we started the year with. My total debt in January of 2019 was $49,887.03. So that is what my debt number was starting in January. I would have to look back to see what it actually was when I very first started my debt-free journey in November of 2018. I actually started like the very end of November, so I guess technically December. It wouldn't have been, it was actually probably a little over $50,000 that I had in debt. I should look back though and try to see if I could figure it out so that I can get my exact number of what I started at. That way when I end my debt-free journey, I can, figure out exactly how long it took me to pay all that off and how much I paid off and all those details. So then going to February, I still had the 12 debt accounts, but my debt for February was $48,451.03. So we moved down a little over $1,000 from January to February, so that was a good jump, still at the 12 accounts. Then in March, we still had the 12 accounts, and our March debt was $47,350.00. So that one was right about $1,100 of a jump from February. Now for April, you'll see a huge jump here, and we're going from 12 accounts down to 4 accounts from March to April, and we went from $47,350 to $42,246.00. And that, for those of you that have been with me for a while, was because, I'm trying to find that in my old budget book too, that was because of my tax refund. I got a pretty significant refund from my taxes, and okay, so this is what I started in March with. Again, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 accounts with $47,350, but then it was just a few weeks into March that I went through and I paid all of these accounts off. So my refund was $6,015.25, so I paid off One Main, PayPal Card, the Nebraska Furniture Mart, Kohl's, Lend Up, Credit One, PayPal Credit, and Merrick, totaling $5,614.97. So I paid all that off in April, and so then this gave me my new updated debt totals with the 4 different accounts, and bringing my balance to, where is that, $42,246. So that's what happened in April. That's why it took such a big decrease. But I was glad that I was able to put my mindset to that and put 95% of my tax refund to my debt. Very hard decision to do at the time, but well worth it. And I just got a piece of hair that fell out of my head onto my paper. Okay, so now going into May, still had the 4 accounts, and in May we were at $40,748. So a jump from the $42,000. Now, in June and July, so it was in May that my mom had her accident. So in June, I did nothing, and in July, I did nothing. So I still obviously had the 4 accounts, and I don't even know what this number was between these 2 months. However, I did end up gaining an extra debt account going into August or sometime in June and July because, like I said, I was taking a lot of time off work because my mom was in pretty critical condition, and I was spending a lot of time at the hospital. And that's right over summer, and then you go into August, and the kids needed school supplies, and I hadn't been budgeting, so I ended up taking out another personal loan, which bumped me up a debt account and bumped my debt up about like $4,800. So pretty depressing time, but emergencies happen, and you kind of have to go with the flow and do the best you can with the situation that, or I guess the cards that you have been dealt at that time. And there were probably other ways that I could have handled this, but this is kind of how I had to do it at that time. So I got another personal loan so that I could have money because I was taking a lot of time off unpaid, and again, the school supplies and everything. So, and like I said at the beginning of this video, it was my biggest regret by far of 2019 was letting these 2 months go. But you just sometimes you have to fall and then bounce back and come back stronger, and I feel like I definitely have, but I really wish I wouldn't have put those 2 months off this summer. So anyway, so in August we had 5 accounts. We went from 4 to 5, and then we went from $40,748 to $44,523. So then in September, I still had the 5 accounts, and we went from $44,523 to $43,898, so not a huge decrease. I did open my Etsy shop back up in September, as well as started doing my videos again in September. So then in October, I remained at the 5 accounts, and I went down again just a little bit in debt, but at least we were going in the right direction, not going back up. So in October we had $43,276.75. My Etsy shop really took off in October, November, and now in December. I've been on Etsy since March of 2019, and you can, I guess you can't really tell because of the tax refund, but even April to May, I had a really big April and I had a really big May for Etsy, and then, you know, I put it on the back burner along with YouTube in June and July and August. So in November, I ended up paying off 2 debt accounts. I think that was Kohl's again. Trying to remember. I think it was Kohl's. And then Capital One, a portion of my Capital One. So that brought my debt total down to $40,833.84. And now the best part. So just today, actually, this morning I posted a video of my December extra debt snowball payment that I make live. I love doing those videos. I actually screen record myself going on my computer and making those payments live, and then I put it into a video for you guys. I really enjoy making those. They're very motivating for me, and I just from your guys' comments, I know that you guys agree in the inspiration behind them and whatnot. So I was able to just pay off my other Capital One credit card yesterday, as well as my 6-month premium for my car insurance, which will go from January to July. So because of that, oh, okay, I messed up here. This November is supposed to be 3, not 2. Now December is 2 because I paid off Capital One. So with the month of December, so basically going into January of 2020, I will only have 2 debt accounts, and my ending total, debt total for the month or for the year of 2019 is $36,644.35. So before I total everything up, I'll just kind of recap here. So we started with 12 accounts in January, got down to 4, bumped back up to 5, and then got down to 2. And then for the debt totals, we started at $49,887.03. I got down to $40,748, back up to $44,000, and then ended the year at $36,644.35. I just really kick myself because if I wouldn't have put everything on the back burner in these months here, that would have given me like an extra $4,000 off of this total, which would have put me right about $32,000, so just over $30,000 in debt. But the past is the past, and we can only move forward from here, and I just have to think that, I obviously did it for a reason, and I'm just going to move forward in 2020 and just look at dropping this number and basically budgeting and preparing so that I don't have to put myself in this situation again. So going from the 12 accounts to the 2 accounts, that means that in the year 2019, I paid off 10 accounts total. My pen is dying. And then total debt starting at $49,887.03 and ending at $36,644.35. And I cannot do that kind of math in my head, so we'll pull out this calculator here. 35. So that means that I paid $13,232.68 in debt in 2019. $232.68. And I'm going to take that a step farther. I'm just going to see average how much I paid off every month, which was $1,102.72. Let's put that down here. So $1,102.72 per month average. So there you have it. It is really exciting to see that even with my kind of step backward over in the summer there, that I was still able to come out on top with my debt and really get it back under control the second half of the year. I started out really strong, and then we had the little mishap, and then I feel like I ended the year really strong. And a huge portion of why I was able to pay off so much debt, especially like in these last 3 months, is because of your guys' support with not only my YouTube channel, but those that have supported my Etsy shop as well. I am very busy in both YouTube-wise and Etsy shop-wise. It is a lot of time time-consuming work, but I absolutely love it. And I would not change it for the world. So I just have to thank you guys so much for all of your generous support. It is so much appreciated. My channel has really grown over the past year. I uploaded my very first video on November 29th, 2018, so a little over a year ago. And my channel just has really grown. I think I'm at like 7,300 subscribers. And while I was getting the information for this video, looking back in my previous budgeting book, in February I did a 500 subscriber giveaway. So that's just crazy that I go from 500 subscribers in February to 7,300 subscribers in December, and I am pretty sure it was March that I hit enough subscribers and views on my channel to be able to monetize my videos. So I think my first YouTube paycheck was in April. And it was actually pretty significant. I think it was like $650. That was my first YouTube check. So anyways, just some flashback memories for you there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a very happy new year today when you're watching this video, or whenever you watched it. I hope you had a great new year. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!